sit in a way that makes you feel that your spine can be nice and long. Your feet can connect with the ground. And let's take a nice breath in through the nose. And then exhale out the mouth. Take that breath again. Inhale, full, deep, and complete. And exhale, let it go. I'm going to do a breathing practice this morning, and it's called Nadi Shodhana. Sorry, I forgot my my thought here for a moment, which is alternate nostril breathing. So normally we do it with the movement of hands, but today, in order to balance the right and left hemisphere and calm the central nervous system, we're going to practice the breath, visualizing it. So by visualizing it, you're going to imagine it traveling through each nostril independently, one at a time. And I'll talk you through this. So your hands, index finger and thumbs touch, making that little O, and place them, if anybody's phone is on, please turn it off, palms down, tops of your hands down with the palms facing up. So find a way that your arms can be nice and comfortable and relaxed here, no tension in the hands. Now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes because you don't need to see this, but to hear it, because there's nothing I'm going to be doing. So close your eyes here and just begin to take normal breaths through your nose. So the inhale comes in the nose and the exhale comes out of the nose. Lips are very soft, jaw unclenched. Now the next time, visualize the breath traveling only in the left nostril. Pause at the top, breathe out the right nostril. Pause at the breath bottom, breathe in through the right. Pause, out through the left. Pause. Now that's the cycle, in through the left. There's always a pause at the top, out through the right, pause at the bottom, in through the right, pause, out through the left. Pause. I'm going to let you do this on your own breath. So starting up the left nose, visualizing the breath traveling only through that side of the nostrils. Releasing it through the right. Remembering to pause at the top and bottom of each breath. Inhaling right. Pausing, exhaling left. Take 3 more rounds. Inhale through your left. I'll let you know how to end a round. But take this on your own now with your breath length, your pause, your release. And the next time you find yourself exhaling out the left nose, begin left side of your nose, begin to breathe normally through both nostrils. When you finish your last round, bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, bring your chin down towards your collarbone. Keep your eyes closed here for a moment. And just know that that's another tool in your yoga toolbox that you can use when something is making you feel anxious, or perhaps before bed at night when you've got thoughts on your mind. It really does calm the central nervous system. Next, inhale, lift your chin to neutral, open your eyes, and float your hands down. Hope everybody felt that benefit and that calming effect of that alternate nostril breathing. Inhale, reach up, palms touch, exhale, float them down. So rotating from the shoulders here. Inhaling, palms touch, exhale, rotate and float. One more like that, inhale up, exhale, rotate and float. Keep the left hand down, shoot the right arm up right from the shoulder here, and take a side bend. Left fingertips reaching away, right hip staying planted on your chair. Release that arm, let it float down, and bring your head back to center. Lift the left arm up, reach with your breath, and exhale, float it over to your right. Keep letting that left shoulder stack above your right. Inhale up, exhale, float it down. Inhale, reach both arms up, interlace the fingers, flip the palms and press it up. Take the hands behind your head. Open your elbows here as though they were trying to touch each other behind you. Let the head be supported by your hands here as you lift your chin up. Exhale, take it just back to neutral. Lift the fingers up with the palms pressing the ceiling, and then bring them forward. Press them away as you press your back to the back of your chair. So exaggerate this move. Now, as you come up, let the shoulders come back and down. So we're doing a protracting, pushing them forward, and then retracting, taking them back. Take that one more time. Protract, and then retract. Now take your arms out into a T, flip your palms, thumbs down, and press it away, lift your heart. Take your hands towards your sides and roll the shoulders back behind you so the elbows look like chicken wings. Press gently into that hip area and let the lower back push forward as you drop your head. And then coming to center, take the arms out in front of you. Make a fist with your right hand. Take your left hand and gently turn the knuckles inward towards you. Release that one, and let's do that with the opposite hand, bringing the knuckles towards the wrist. And release. Take both palms to face upward. Take your right hand and gently bring it back again towards your forearm. Release and take it towards your elbow. And let's take that on the other side. Left fingertips pressing back toward the forearm. And then coming down towards your elbow. Release the hands. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down, and make this big. So think about bringing them up towards your ears and then towards the floor. And then take that in the opposite direction. And then come back to neutral. Lift both arms, shoulder width apart, palms facing one another. Grow taller, reach your rib cage up from the chair, but press your hips down. Now take hold of your left wrist, reach it up, and take it over. So now the whole left side of the body is facing the ceiling and reaching upward and outward. Come back to center. Take your right wrist, draw it up first, and then take it over, all the while letting that right hip remain nice and planted and even on the ground. Inhale, come up. Open the palms so they're facing one another. Open the energy of the fingers and float it down. Take your shoulders to your ears and let them drop. Take this 2 more times and 1 more. Release. Now take your hands behind your head again, just like we did before. Just gently let your fingers touch the back of your head. Rather than interlace them, find a little space, so fingertip to fingertip. Press into your feet, and from your upper rib cage, turn to the right. So bring your chin and your gaze with you. Keep your elbows nice and lifted and your back long. Inhale, bring it through center. Pause for a moment. Exhale here. Take an inhale breath. And then exhale, take it to your left. Staying here, gazing in the opposite direction here, keeping elbows nice and wide. And then coming back to center. We're going to add on here. Exhale, turn to your right. Open up the arms into a T. Now look towards your right hand. The palms are facing towards the ground here. And then bring your gaze over to your left hand. Arms stay just as they are. Nice. Look back to the back hand and then bring everything up through center. Take your hands behind your head. Turn to your left. Open up both arms. Look towards your left hand. Now bring the gaze to the right hand. Back to the left hand. Inhale up through center. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to take that twist. This time we're going to bring that left elbow towards the right thigh. So dip it down. It doesn't need to touch. We're just starting to bend slightly forward. Inhale, come back to center. Take that right elbow down towards the right thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Now lengthen the arms out in front of you. Take the right hand and draw that bowstring back to the right shoulder. Keep looking forward rather than back. Exhale, slide it forward. Take the left bowstring back. Exhale, slide it forward. Take the right bowstring back. This time, follow the right hand as the palms open up to the side walls. Thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Nice space here, collarbones spreading wide. Now, as you inhale, sweep that right arm forward. Take the left arm back. Inhale, draws the bowstring. Follow your arm open, nice and wide, beautiful T shape here. Inhale, sweep it forward. Let's take one more. Inhale, take the bowstring back. Exhale, open it wide. Now stay right here, sit up tall again. Drop that left arm down, lift the right arm up, coming into a sort of a triangle move. Open up back into that T shape, sweep the arms forward. Draw the left bowstring back. Open the arm, find your length and width here, palms are facing inward. Now we're going to drop that right hand outside the thigh, left arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back to open T shape. Exhale, float it forward. Release the hands down, wiggle out the shoulders. Take the chin over to the right shoulder. And use your left palm to push the left shoulder slightly back. By the palm, I mean touching on your thigh here. So we're really not actually moving the shoulder with our hand, just using your own energy to bring that shoulder back. Come back to center, shoulder comes back to center. Take your look over to the left, and then imagine that right shoulder, just moving that shoulder blade back toward the spine. And then come to center. And come to sit closer to the edge of your chair. Take your feet with you. Bring your thighs together here. So activate your legs, start to squeeze things in. All 10 toes hugging the earth. Start with your hands in prayer. Inhale to cactus. And as you exhale, let's roll down the shins all the way to the ground. This time, let your arms hang or take your elbows here to give a little bit more traction. The crown of the head is facing your toes, so the back of the neck is nice and long. Think about pulling your chest over your thighs to the ground. Now release your hands. We're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to be doing this standing later too, so we want to really take this nice and slow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, float on down. Inhale, now find a flat back, long spine here. Press your palms into your shins. Press your tailbone into the chair. Exhale, roll down again. Big sweep of the arms up to the sky. Hands to heart. Let's take that again. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, slide on down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, slide on down. Keep your left hand where it is. Sweep the right arm up. Let's stay for a beautiful breath, reaching up with your right fingertips, lengthening out that arm. And then slowly float it down, resist gravity. Take the left arm up, full journey here, reaching up, looking up. Another beautiful breath. Exhale, float it down. Sweep both arms up, big sun circle rising up. Hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and take an equal breath through both nostrils, in through the nose, out through the nose. Release your hands down and step your feet as wide as the chair legs and then turn your toes out. Take your arms back into that T shape. You're going to bring the left hand to the right ankle. Reach your right arm up. We did this one before when we were in that first seated sun salutation. Now we're just in a twisted lift arm. Come back to center, arms in a T. Take the right arm down. Come back to center, arms in a T. Take your hands into prayer. Lift your elbows as high as your wrists. So if they're down here, think about lifting them up by pressing into the palms. Take this to your right. Press into your palms, nice isometric hold. Push your left hip into the chair. Come back to center. Now, as you take it again to the left side and you press that right hip, notice your lower belly, holding, pressing, lifting up and in. Inhale, come to center. Take your right elbow down to your right thigh, press again, and this time activate that left shoulder. Open, lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Nice, everyone. Make your way back to center. Take that left elbow down, pressing into your palms, opening up your right shoulder here. Come back to center. Then take your hands to your hips. You're going to bring the back of the right hand inside the right knee. And as you exhale, slide it down and roll that left shoulder on top of the right. Look towards your left shoulder. If that's uncomfortable with your neck, look toward the side wall, or you can look down towards your left foot, whatever's more available to you. Now with your inhale breath, slide up. Reverse the hands. Slide it down. Press the arm and knee together. Activate your left inner thigh as you roll your right shoulder up. Maybe your chin comes to your shoulder here. And then inhale to slide out. Taking this again, moving toward the right side. And we'll be adding on here, one step at a time. So first find the shoulder lift before you try to lift your arm, because that's really going to help here. Now, option to lift the left arm up, a really wide, open twist here. Now take your hand back to your hip and slide out. And we'll take this on the left side. Sliding down. Take a moment first to bring the right shoulder up towards the sky so that your arm can lift in the same direction, right? The hand is going to come up right above the shoulder here. Bend the elbow, bring the hand to your hip and slide out. And we'll take one more. Remember, you have the choice of keeping the hand on the hip, lifting, or moving through the third variation. So sliding down, rolling the shoulder, lifting the arm. And the next variation is to bring the back of the hand toward the back of the head. So the elbow is facing the sky this time. With your next inhale, let the arm extend up if it's bent. If it's up, keep it up. And then exhale, bend the hand, bring it to the hip, and slide out. And we'll take this on the other side. So coming down first, this is variation A, to stay right here. Variation B, lifting the arm. Variation C, hand behind the head. If the arm is behind the head, we're going to lift it up first, back to variation B, and then take it to the hip, variation A, and slide out. Nice, everyone. Very nice. And let's toe heel the feet in. Let's take a beautiful inhale breath. Refloat the arms back down. Start to slow everything down again. Right, the breath gets fast. Let's take that up one more time. This time, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and take a bit of a back bend. So let the arms start to come behind you and the chin lift gently up. Now, as you exhale, we're going to keep the hands as they are and roll them down to your feet. Working through a cat-cow here. Inhale, come back up. Extending the spine, and now exhale, flexing the spine forward. One more beautiful round, working the spine, flexing and extending, coming forward. And then come right up to center, release the hands down, and shake it out. We're going to take the right ankle over the left thigh for a seated pigeon pose. You can slide that bottom foot in or cross at the ankle, whatever feels available to you. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, come to the center of your room. So lengthen your head, lengthen the back of your neck, and your ears come in between your biceps. Inhale, come up. Exhale, use your core to stay supported, right? That's the part that's tricky here. How can we stay lifted, yet steady? Inhale, come up. And one more pigeon pose, reaching forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep the hands around. Let's lift under the foot and knee and give it a bit of a cradle rock. Now I'm going to take hold underneath the thigh. So clasp or interlace your fingers, lift your knee and sit tall. Extend the leg out, hold on here, and flex and point. So work through the ankle rather than trying to keep your leg lifted on its own. Come back to neutral and draw circles going in first with your big toe. And then take them in the opposite direction. Now bring the knee back in and up. Release the hands down to the side of your chair. Sit tall. Extend the leg out again. You're going to hold for a breath and another breath. Then bend the knee and lower it down. Windshield wiper out the legs. And we'll take this on the other side. So left ankle is going to cross on top of right thigh. Notice where you need to be here for our seated pigeons. Arms come up. And with the hollow belly, we exhale and reach our fingertips to the front of the room. And then take that length, bring it up, let the fingertips sweep the ceiling. Exhale, come back to that nice supported spine by using your core strength. Inhale. One more, just like that. Let this one be the furthest reach, the deepest hold. Breath is always moving. Inhale, rise up. Sweep those arms to support underneath the leg. Take that lift and a gentle rock. Bring that leg in, holding under the thigh with clasped fingers. Sit up really tall. Extend the leg out. Flex and point. Flex and point, and one more. Toes come to neutral and we circle in for 3, and then we circle out. Now bring the knee back in again. Release the hold. You can hold your chair, extend the leg out. We've got one more beautiful breath. Think of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. Bring your knee in, lower it down, and then windshield wiper out the legs. Lots of good work here. Center yourself once again. Make sure you're positioned toward the edge of your chair. Lengthen out your right leg at a little bit of a 45-degree angle. Take your left arm up at a 45-degree angle, so we're kind of wide and together. We're going to bring the left elbow to the left knee, but the knee is going to come in too. So we're going to cross the midline of the body as an exhale, and then inhale with a tap. Exhale, inhale. One more, just like that. Beautiful. Take the hand down, slide the foot in, and let's take that left leg out of that slight diagonal, right arm up at a diagonal. And as you exhale, tap, inhale, exhale, inhale. And one more, just like that. And lower the hand, slide the foot in. Take one more for the core exercise. And this one, I'm going to ask you to take your arms out into a T with the palms facing down. And it's going to be like an alternate marching. And we can all march quickly, but to get the best benefit and develop the core strength in the lower body, we're going to take both lift and lower slow. So lift just your right knee and lower it down slow, not quickly. You want to resist gravity there. Take the left knee up. Slowly lower it down. And take one more on each side. So the arms is extended like wings. We're taking this really slow. We're keeping nice and tall, not rolling back. You might not come up that high. Lower it down. Release your hands down. Shrug your shoulders. We'll come to stand. So bring your feet back behind your knees in a Z shape. Plant your palms on your thighs. We'll take our Yogi chair pose, which really means we're not sitting at all. So pressing your palms into your thighs, activate your feet here, and just lift your hips up off the chair. Move the hips slightly backwards. So as you press down with your hips, lightly float your arms up. That's your chair pose. So the hips are back, but the arms are reaching as opposition here. Now slowly sit yourself back down and lower the hands. Let's take 2 full breaths in and out the nose here. One more breath. We'll come up again. So starting with your palms connected to your thighs. Inhale, hips come up off the chair. Exhale, gently push them back. Inhale, arms come to that 45-degree angle, framing the face. And then press through your feet to lift all the way up. Exhale, float your hands down. Inhale, reach up. Take hold of your right wrist. Draw it up to the sky. and take it to your left. Let that right hip come out here, a nice crescent shape. Inhale to center. Take your left wrist, bring it up to the ceiling, and then sweep it over. Left hip moving the other way. Inhale to center. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. If your fingers are not touching that way, that's uncomfortable, you can take hold of your wrists. I'm just going to turn sideways so they can see me. You can be here or you can be here. Press whatever you're holding down as you lift your chin up. Take a back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Release your hands down. Sweep them up so they're shoulder width apart this time. Step the feet hip width apart. So just maybe like a fist's width separating the sneakers or the bare feet. Let's take this over to the right by framing the face and reaching the fingertips out. Palms face one another. Inhale, come back to center. Take it over to your left. Reach the fingertips away. Inhale to center. This time, sweep the hands into your back pockets. All 10 fingers face the ground. Roll your shoulders and gently glide those hips forward as you dip your head back. Inhale, come up to center. Now, come to the side of your chair. You might not need, I think I should say the right side, sorry. The back of the chair for balance here. So we're going to work it both ways. The reason we're on the side of the chair is this way you have an option to keep your left hand on the chair. If you don't need the chair, then you're working better with balance. Take your hands to your hips. We're going to cross that right leg over the left. So both feet are on the floor, completely connected here. We're squeezing the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest. And use your hands to float you forward to a flat back. Now this is really going to be felt down the back of your thighs, I'm sure. Inhale to come up. Now that's variation A. Variation B, we're going to fold forward over the legs. You can always stop at the A or come down with me. Inhale. Exhale, we're all stopping here for a moment for a pause. And then if you have the space, as you exhale, fold forward and let your arms dangle. Here's where you can hold on to the seat of your chair or let both arms hang. Look towards your shin, not at me. So the arms are released and dangling. And then we're going to roll it up, slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. The last thing that comes up is the crown of your head. Now take your left hand to the back of the chair, reach the right arm up, and take a side bend to your left. Inhale to center, exhale, float it down. Uncross the legs, and we can do this on this side as well. So we're going to cross the left leg over the right. We always have the chair nearby for some extra support. Otherwise, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, fold over from the ribs there, just to the flat back first, right? We want to make sure the balance is okay. The feet are active, the thighs are squeezing together as we look down. And then inhale to come up. Take a breath, make sure the feet are connecting with the ground. Hug your thighs together and exhale, come to that flat back. Pause here for a moment. And then as you exhale again, let the crown of the head come down. You can dangle the arms here or keep one hand on the seat of your chair, whatever feels right for you. And we're going to roll up again, vertebrae by vertebrae, from the lowest part of the back all the way up. Take your hands to your hips once you get there. Let's lift the arms up. Drop the right arm, and we're going to come over to the right. Inhale, come to center. Float the arms down, uncross the legs. Nice, everyone. Pedal out the feet. Really nice. So come to the back of your chair. I'll turn mine for the pleasure of the viewing audience. We're going to step the left foot back and come into warrior one. We've all done this before. So the hips are facing the back of your chair. As that left leg turns back and out, we bend the front knee. So we still have both hands able to touch here because the chest is facing that way, right? We're not open to the side of the room. Now lift one arm at a time and find your warrior one pose. You can always keep a hand down, otherwise reach the arms up and press into your back foot here. Press into your front foot. Now lower the hands down for a moment and pivot onto the ball of that back foot. So the back leg is nice and lengthened here. Now drop your hips down and then lift them up. So we're working through the foot here, if you notice, because we're flexing and extending through the arch. One more. Now plant the heel once again. So the heel is down, we're in that warrior one. We're going to open the arms though. Left arm shoots out behind you, so we're facing the side wall. I'm going to turn to just give you that visual so you know where we are here. All right, we've got the left hand behind and the right hand in front. Nice, everybody. Now you've got it, right hand in front. Perfect, perfect. Let's drop that right hand down. Left palm comes up and over the ear to the back of your chair. Nice, everybody. Inhale, take it back up, arms open up into that T again. And let's drop the left hand down the thigh, swoop the right arm up and over to the back of the room. Inhale back to center. Now we're going to pivot on the foot so hands can come down and step it forward. Pedal out the feet. And we'll take this the other way so that right leg's going to step back to that wide 45-degree angle here. The front knee's bent facing the back of your chair. We're going to walk our arms up into warrior one, framing the ears here, reaching up but pressing into both feet, stabilizing the warriors. Now lower the hands, pivot onto the ball of that back foot, really pressing into the heel here. And we're going to take that slight little dip so the pelvis lowers to the ground, and then we lengthen, lowering, and lengthen. One more. Now, drop the heel again, starting back where we were in warrior one. Take that right arm, open it to the back, lift the left arm up so the arms are in a T facing the front and back of your room. Wherever you are, home or here in the library, we still have the same. Look forward to your front hand. Now drop that front arm, take the back arm up and over to the back of your chair. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Coming back into that warrior two pose with the arms open to the front and the back. Drop the back hand, front arm comes up and over. Peaceful warrior. Come back to your warrior two. As you take both hands to the back of your chair, pivot on your back foot again. That's going to have you facing the chair, and then step it forward. Pedal out the feet. Let's open the legs as wide as the chair and keep them facing me. Now turn the toes out. Dip down, pelvis coming down to the ground, knees opening nice and wide, arms coming into cactus for goddess pose. Now as you press into the feet, we're going to let the hands touch in high prayer. Exit into goddess, exhale into goddess. Inhale up. One more, exhale goddess. Inhale high prayer. Take your hands down to the chair. Toe heel the feet in. Now we took the leg in front of the ankle. This time we're going to take that left leg behind the foot and come into a rainbow warrior. Inhale, bring the foot back where it started. Rainbow warrior on the other side. Now we'll take 2 more to each side. You have the option here of taking your hands to your hips and taking rainbow warrior. So remember, that's your choice. You can put one hand down or both hands down. Bending nice into the warrior, working through the feet, and coming back to center. Take your hands to the chair, pedal out the feet. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet here. So just lift your heels, your arches. I'm going to stay lifted here. Keep the right foot lifted, with the knee bent to drop the left. So sort of like a prance, come back up in between and then drop the opposite heel. Let's take 2 more to each side, evening right and left. If we have 1 more set, dropping the heel, lifting up, dropping the heel, lifting up, and then lowering both feet. Pedal out the knees with the feet on the ground. And then come to stand in front of your chair. So stand right in the center of the chair so that when you step your right leg wide, your toes are still facing the front of your room. Now we're going to take those left toes and turn them to the side wall. Both legs are straight here. The back foot can be slightly turned in, otherwise leave it right where it is. You want your hips to be over your legs. I'm going to take those arms out into a T shape. Now move your right hip to the right. Reach your left arm out, not down yet. Now take the hand down either to your seat or a block, or you can take it inside your leg. Whatever's comfortable for you, reaching the right arm up for triangle pose. Staying here for a breath. If the arm is uncomfortable here, take it to your hip. So that's your choice. It can be up or on your hip, whatever's more comfortable. Now press through your feet, keep the arms nice into a T. Lift them up overhead. We're going to take the left wrist here and take it behind you for sky archer or reverse triangle. Nice, the feet are apart just as they were. Beautiful, everyone. And then release, open them into a T, take them to your hips, turn the toes to face the center of your room, and then use that right leg, draw it all the way back in. Pedal out the feet. Reposition yourself in the middle of the chair again. We're going to step that left leg nice and wide. So the toes are facing the center of your room. Now the right toes are going to turn all the way to the right. Back foot can stay where it is. Arms come into a T. Reach your arms away. Reach your left hip to the left. Reach out with your right fingers. You can take it to the inside of your leg or the chair seat. And that top arm, if it's uncomfortable lifting up, take it to your hip. Remember, that's your choice, Monique. You could keep it here or keep it there, whichever one feels more comfortable for you, while you press into your feet. And then inhale, come up to a T. Take both arms overhead. We're going to take hold of your right wrist. Lift it up and take it behind you, right? Press into your front foot here. That'll stabilize you, really keep you connected to the ground. And then release, come back into your warrior pose. Take your hands to your hips, turn your feet forward, and either a few hops or one big hop to bring that leg in. Pedal out the feet. I'm going to turn the chairs around so that you're facing the seat of your chair. I'll turn mine sideways so that everybody can see me. We're all facing the seat of the chair, and we're just a little bit away, not too far. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees and plant your hands on your chair. Now press into the hands, lengthen your elbows and straighten your legs, crown of the head towards the chair. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, look toward the back of your chair. And then straighten and press. One more, just like that. Now with your arms long, we're just going to step that right leg back, toes touching. Just the toes here, one long right leg. And then we're going to lift it up. Flex the foot so the toes are dialed down. Now you don't have to come very high here. You can come just an inch off the floor, working on a warrior 3 pose. Keep both hands on the seat here. Just work on lifting the back of that leg and the toes staying toward the ground. Nice, everyone. Bend the knee and bring it in. Extend that left leg out behind you. Let the toe find the ground first. And then as you lift it up, flex the foot so the heel faces the sky. Think about lifting and holding that lift for a moment, using your core. Both hips are even here. We're not going really high. And then bend the knee, bring it in. Pedal out knees here. Then take your feet as wide as the chair legs, left to left, right to right. Take your right hand in the center of the chair, lift the left arm up for a twist. Exhale, lower the left. Place it in the center, lift the right up. Exhale to lower. You have 2 more on each side, so move with your breath. Let the inhale lift you up. The exhale float you down. You might not be going all at the same time, and that's fine because it's your breath, your movement. 1 more each side, even yourself out. Lifting left and lowering. Lifting right and lowering. Now toe heel the feet in. Slightly bend your knees. Take your hands to your hips and roll up. Now with feet together, we're going to step that left leg back just to a short but wide stance. By wide, I mean the feet are not in a tightrope. So we're just going to take a foot step back. So both knees are still facing the front of the back of that chair, or I should say the seat of the chair. All right, so I'm just going to turn forward for a moment so folks at home can see that I'm not here and balancing, right? All I did was whoop, quick little step back. So that's where we want to be here. Now lift your left arm up. The same arm is the foot that's back. And as you exhale, take the left arm across the chair to the outside of the chair. Nice. Find that outside. Now roll your top shoulder back. Stay right here. Option to lift the arm up. Not necessary, just another option. Otherwise, we really lift the hand on the hip. Bend the elbow, bring it back. Take the left hand to the hip and rise up. Step your back foot forward. And we'll take this on the other side. So short, wide stance with the right foot. Right arm reaches up. Comes across the body to the left side of the chair. Press into your palm, roll your shoulder towards the sky, and then maybe you lift that arm up. Nice triangle rotated twist here. Bring the hand back to the hip. Look down at your chair and take your right hand to your hip. Step it forward, shake out the feet. Nice, everybody. And we'll take 1 more coming to the back of your chair. So turn your chair around again. We're going to step the legs wide once more with the toes open. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knees and find that goddess pose. Now left shoulder is going to come over towards the opposite knee. Inhale, come to center. Right shoulder over towards the left knee. Center. 2 more at your pace. Exhale, let the belly follow as you go across. Center. Center, and 1 more each side. You can always do this with legs unbent if it's uncomfortable. Come back to center. Now place your hands on the chair. Press the lift up, toe heel in. Let's take a big breath up. Float the hands down really slow here. Let them work with your breath. Take 1 more like that. Inhale. Let the palms touch. Reverse and float. Come to sit in the chair. You take 1 more final pose here. Let's cross the right thigh over the right, over the left. I'd like to see you cross your right thigh over your right thigh. And then take your arms out into a T. Cross the right hand under the left. And let's all take a Genie Pose here so we can really start to connect and get ourselves centered once again. Elbows, lift them in line with your heart or your collarbone. Inhale, lift them to the sky. And really take your time to exhale and float them down to your thigh. Inhale, let the chin be moving with the elbows here. Take this as a beautiful, relaxing flow as we're starting to come to the end of our practice. And this is our last one, so let it be your slowest and fullest breath. Find your way just back to neutral where we started. Slowly undo the shirt. I love that W shape. And then float it down. Uncross and take it the other way. Arms come out to that T. This time left goes under right. We're all going to give ourselves that little Genie Hug here. Notice if the elbows are above the collarbones. Lifting up with your breath. Exhaling, taking it down. Inhale to come up, and I'm going to not tell you here, you're going to work with your breath as you start to quiet things down. Coming back to that center, slowly take the shirt off, opening the arms into that beautiful Y shape. Take them out beside you, flip the palms once again, lift your heart. And as you exhale, float them down. Uncross your legs and come to sit comfortably in the chair where you feel supported by the back. So shuffle your hips back, let your spine really relax. Bring your feet to whatever comfortable place they need to be. And let's again start with our palms facing up. A sense of opening and gratitude. And close your eyes here. Come back for a moment to the Nadi Shodhana. Let's just do 1 round. Inhale through your left nostril. Pause at the top of your breath. Exhale out your right. Pause at the bottom. Inhale right. Pause at the top. Exhale left. That's 1 round. Now breathe normally through both nostrils and relax the face. Relax the jaw. Let the shoulders be soft and the back be supported. Hips melting into the seat of your chair. Knees and ankles let go of any tension or holding on. Toes free and expansive. Awareness on the breath. Gently bring your hands to prayer. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. Your practice is a gift, and I thank you for sharing that gift with me today. Namaste.